be good. Let me quickly refresh this. I can type up some stuff for descriptions. And we'll get to work. Not gonna lie, this looks pretty great. Apparently Streamlabs updated itself since I streamed, 12 eons ago. And it looks a lot better than it did, I can tell you that. So, I'm really liking this. A Christmas miracle, even. So let me just plug into this thing here. Alright, quick description. If you're watching this later, you might want to skip to like 3 minutes or something, because it takes a little bit to set this up. I could schedule ahead, but that would be smart. Some AATs and talking about Christmas adventures. My God, I've been out of school a week and my typing skills have already declined so much. About Christmas adventures. I'm not gonna do that, or I'm just gonna do that because I don't care that much. Tags. I don't know. Do tags matter on live streams? I don't even know. Yeah, that'll be good enough. Good enough. That can be the name of my autobiography. We're good. Okay, so everything should be public, I believe. Visibility unlisted. Yeah, that would freaking help, wouldn't it? Changes saved. Did I change it to private? Oops. Better go public. Okay, we should be public and good. So basically, I just wanted to come and talk a little about Christmas and about the stuff that I did, which apparently was not a lot because the world's on fire. So I didn't do too much, but I got a lot of cool Lego that I wanted to talk about and build some AATs. So that's my plan for about 2 hours. I don't even know if anybody's going to stop by, but I'm just going to do this alone or not, and we'll see what it is. I hope people stop by, but we will see. Let's see. Let me go to the YouTube link, see how it's looking. That looks... Oh my God, what happened to Streamlabs? It looks a lot better. And there's no watermark. What on God's green earth occurred? I don't know. It also has great, great latency. What the heck happened to Streamlabs? It's actually being good. That's interesting. Okay, so let's open some AATs, shall we? Start off with this one. I got my ultra fancy knife here, and we're going to let the games begin. This looks really nice. I'm actually really happy with this. It doesn't look like it's 12 pixels for once, man. That's actually really cool. Alright. Ta-da! We're here. Okay. So let's game begin. So basically, while people are starting to come in, I hope I'm just talking about a little bit about what I did for Christmas. So Christmas Eve, right? We usually go to my grandfather's and we have this big palooza. And this might be really loud, so I'm going to open all the bags and then talk, because that's probably what I should do. I'm a bit of a novice when it comes to streaming, so here we go. These are a little long. I mean, I hate to be like that Star Wars nerd, but aren't those a little long? I mean, I don't care. If anything, I'd be happy to get an adult Ahsoka minifigure without sacrificing an arm and a leg on the secondary market. Because I know they have the Rebels one that's like $1 million now. And I always thought it weird, like, all the Rebels sets. I mean, I guess because Clone Wars was popular, now, like, Rebels is popular by virtue, right? But all the Rebel sets being popular was always really bizarre to me, because those are always kind of like the least valued sets for a long time. Because Rebels was the least valued series for a long time. But here we are. So, I'm just getting into it. So basically, Christmas Eve we always have this big thing, big family gathering over at my grandfather's house. But evidently we couldn't do that this year because I don't want to kill any olds. So what we ended up doing is we just went over there to like exchange gifts and food being the most important part. and we just opened it on the face tube later, which was interesting. But they did a good job, being, not as technologically savvy. Jesus Christ, I can't talk. I'm not literary savvy, but they weren't as technologically savvy. But it worked out really well, and it was still a wicked fun time, because you don't realize, right? You don't realize this, but in addition to not being able to see the people that you like at Christmas, and like that being a really bummy thing, right? You also don't have to see the people you despise. And that's being a bit facetious, I know. I don't despise anybody in my family. My family's like really, really great. Like, I'm very lucky to have the family that I have. But there's just some that just like get annoying. Like 5-year-old kids and like 8-year-old kids running around, screaming all the time, crying. It's like, I don't need this in my life. It's like, I don't desire this. So even though I couldn't see all my aunts and uncles that I wanted to, and see all those people, I also didn't have to put up with a lot of screaming. So that's also a thing, But it was fun. Christmas Eve, we basically just hunkered down at our house. Same thing we've been doing for the past 9 months. And we just went to town on food. We just made as much food as we would usually make for like 15 people, but we made it just for us. And we've been living off that stuff for the past 2 weeks, or 2 days, probably 2 weeks. And yeah, it's really fun. We didn't even like start to dig into half the stuff. Like, we bought like all this stuff for ice cream sundaes, right? And we didn't even touch it because there's just a copious amount of everything. So that's never a problem, having too much food, and that's been really fun. Why is there pink bricks? Are these like just the least expensive they could put in here? Like, it just seems weird to me. Maybe I should differentiate the colors and stuff. And I already made a mistake. I'm like, did I make a mistake? Yeah, I did. I need to put these back. Good thing I caught that. Okay, and we're going in. I got 2 of these. I bought one myself, right? But I want 2, either to have, I have like a giant display of AATs up there. So I either want to have 2 to display, or to just tear one of these apart and make like an actually good looking one. Because I'll be honest, I don't really like the look of this AAT. I'm just buying it because it's an AAT. I haven't been able to buy one of these since I was 10 years old. So being able to go in the store and see one on the shelf again is really cool to me. And that's why I want it. It's also just, it's Clone Wars, so I buy it. I have a very simple rule when it comes to that stuff. But enough about that. Let's get back into boring Christmas shenanigans. No, but we just watched like every Christmas movie under the sun. I think I watched more Christmas movies in the past 24 hours than I have ever, or in the past like 10 years. Past years I was like, oh man, I really wish I would watch more Christmas movies. Oh man. And then this year I definitely made up for that because I watched all of them. And it was fun. And then after that, we had Christmas festivities, at our house. And the only place we went was up the hill, because up the hill is my grandmother's house, right up there. So we just went up there and we just did a quick little visit. And yeah, that's basically the extent of my Christmas adventures. We came down, we played some fun board games, and it was fun. Because again, it was just like really quiet. It sucks that you can't see the people that you really look forward to, but it's also like, hey, you don't have to see the people you don't. So it's whatever. And that's kind of my Christmas palooza for gifts, you should say. I got quite a few Lego sets, and by quite a few, I mean I got AAT, Clone Wars or Fire Force Battle Pack, which that was shocking for me. I didn't think I would get a Fire Force Battle Pack. And my mom's like, I got it from my mom, and she's like, "Yo, did you really?" I don't think she said "yo" specifically, but she was like, hey, did you look that hard for the Fire Force Battle Pack? I bought it right online. And I was like, yeah, online, that's the problem. There's none in stores. But again, thank you religiously, Mother, for you have provided me sustenance in the form of battle packs. I got Mano Battle Pack, so now I have 3 unopened ones, so I'm going to open those eventually. And I got the... What else did I get here? Oh, I got the Overwatch Junkrat and Roadhog set. My favorite. Or not my favorite Overwatch set, but it's the last one needed. I have every single one, except for that one. And that was the last one needed, which, thank God I got it, because it's probably retiring soon. I know most of the Overwatch sets are retired at this point, so I'm glad. Oh, I did it backwards, and then I did it the right way, and then I did it the wrong way. Crap. That's, that's just how 2020 of me. What's this thing? Hi, a channel called recently found your oldest Lego Star Wars video on... A channel called Brick Twins Productions recently found the oldest Lego Star Wars video on YouTube. You should check it out. That sounds interesting. That sounds very interesting. But Commander Glitch 101, how have you been, man? How was your Christmas? Did you get any good Lego stuff if you asked for it? What'd you ask for? Did you get it? You know? I'm always curious to see what everybody else asked for. I didn't get to see many of my friends, you know, physically this Christmas, so I didn't get to really talk to them much. But today we did a virtual Yankee swap, which was the like epitome of my Christmas experience this year, because even though I couldn't meet with them because I've at-risk people in my house, we did it over Skype, and it was really fun. It was 5 people. We did 5 rounds, and it was just basically. It might seem boring to other people, but this is the culmination of inside jokes, memes, actual good stuff, actual horrible stuff, and it was just a blast, and I really look forward to it. I can't show you guys because it's literally his face, but we always make fun of my certain friend for having a certain expression like he wants to die when he drinks out of any soda cup at a restaurant, and he literally got, my other friend got on Shutterfly a cup, right? Custom designed with an entire wrap of just various pictures of my friend looking like he wishes to cease on the cup. And it's freaking amazing. It sounds really weird to anybody who isn't part of our group, but it's so great. Just imagine like the epitome of like that one joke that you have with your friends that, you know, no one else gets, but you will. That's kind of what it is. All right, what's going on here? I need stickers. I need to put, oh jeez. I hate Lego stickers. It's like surgery, but worse. All right, cool. We got it. We got it. Good. Got an AT-AT. Oh, you shoot! You got the AT-AT, dude. Really? Nice, dude. That's that's good for you, man. I heard the AT-AT. You know, tell me if I'm wrong, right? But I heard the AT-AT is like the best AT-AT ever made. Am I getting that right? I heard it's like the best version of the AT-AT ever produced. For like that scale and like that price. I heard it's really good at least. So I'm glad you got that. I hope you enjoy it. So basically, right now, as I'm looking at my giant Lego pile I have to go through, I have to build these 2 AATs, 3 Mandalorian battle packs, the Christmas Carol set, the Black Ace TIE Fighter set, the Overwatch Junkrat and Roadhog set, the 501st battle pack, and the Crater Expert Diner. So I got plenty of stuff to keep me occupied because I saved it all till after Christmas. Anything I bought on like Black Friday or whatever. So I would just have some fun afterwards. Yeah, so I'm gonna be quite busy for a little bit. Maybe I'll start doing some more streaming. Who knows? I did that wrong again. But yeah. Anybody get anything besides the AAT? Get any good stuff going? I haven't streamed in a while, so I'm quite a little rusty, you know. Takes a little bit to get the rust off, you know. But yeah. Also, I haven't seen another human being except for my family in like 9 months. So, you know, take that as you will. I'm looking forward to. Oh, jeez, what are these? Here they are. Crisis averted. They're right here. Oh, I didn't build the minifigures. I guess I should do that. This is a really good print. Like, I know people made fun of Lego at the start of 2019 or 2018 with like when they switched over plastic and it was like a really bad print. But these new prints look absolutely phenomenal. Like, let me get a 501st Trooper, right? Like, these new prints look absolutely incredible to me. I really, really enjoy how the new things look. I really do. And I don't know if there's a placebo effect, but they just look like really crisp to me all of a sudden. Maybe it's because I haven't bought a Lego set in a while, but, you know. We got woman, and now we're going to build man. For the set. You can customize a blaster, too. You can make some dumb thing. Like that. And there we go. That's bag 1. Now we're doing bag 2, so cover your ears. About to get pretty loud, I think. We'll see. Alright, cool. Now, I am honestly, literally just happy that this looks as good as it does. Like, you may be like, what, it just looks average. What are you talking about? Exactly. It doesn't look horrendous. Anytime that I've used Streamlabs, I don't know if this is because my light's a little different right now, or something else, but it's always been laggy. There's been like garbage everywhere, like all these different connectivity issues, and it was always in like 2p. It was like I could see the pixels on the screen. So having this is like really nice to me, because it's just like, oh wow, this actually looks pretty nice, like more relative to like anything else I did. So so I'm happy with that. And that's that. I want to know, I would like to know if anybody has recently saw any movies or TV shows worth watching, because I kind of got nothing right now. I watched Wonder Woman on my friend's HBO. I totally mooched off of him, and I was like, yo, can I borrow your password real quick? And that's the only thing I'd ever watched on there. And I have to say, Wonder Woman 2, or Wonder Woman 1984, whatever you want to call it, is, in my opinion, not the best. I thought it was going to be dumb fun. To me, it was just dumb. And I kind of need something else to watch right now, other than what I just plow through on Netflix and stuff, because I don't know. I have nothing to watch. I watched, let's see. Oh, I watched Hilda the other day, which is a kid's show on Netflix. I know, call me the virgin now, but it's extremely, extremely good. I remember, yeah, it was season 2 that came out. I remember watching season 1 way back with my dad. He was the one that watched it first. He's kind of a sucker for the animated shows, and he really liked it. So I was like, I'll give this a shot. And season 1 was good, and I was like, oh, this is good. I mean, it's not as good as other stuff I've seen, not because it was bad, but because other stuff that I've seen is just so incredibly good. And that's a cool building technique. I like that. But I watched season 2. I went in with an open mind, and my God, that was so much better than the first season. It was absolutely amazing. I really loved it. If you like, if you don't mind kids shows, but it's weird because like when you say kids show, you kind of like get like the certain connotation to it, and it's just like an animated show that isn't. It's not edgy, It's kind of like for like all audiences, one of those type things, and even that has like a connotation these days. But it's just a really nice show, to put it blankly. Like, with current year and all this stuff, it's kind of nice to just watch something and be like, oh, that's nice, that's cool, and not to say it's just like some My Little Pony thing, like I'm really not selling this well anyway. Like, oh man, everything's great, but it has like danger and all this stuff, but it's just like, oh, it's a wholesome show. It's like, oh, that's really nice, and not like everything else. I don't know how to say it, dude. I'm butchering this right now. All right, let me be completely honest. I'm hot. I have had like no sleep. I don't know what day it is anymore. It's one of those deals. It's like, I'm slowly going mad in my room. I've been in my room for like 9 months, man. had like minimal contact with the outside world. The only contact I've had is you know, going to the mall on holidays and, you know, beating grannies with a stick to get the last plasma inch TV. So like that hasn't helped. You know, it's just kind of been I've kind of been isolated from stuff. Did I? Oh my god, I built those wrong. Oh, it's supposed to be the. Oh man, that's gonna be a pain. In Germany, hi. In Germany, it is Sunday. Oh, what's going on? We got somebody in Germany. Nice. What's up, man? In Germany, it's Sunday already. Saturday for me. I don't want it to be Sunday because I got to work tomorrow. It's Saturday, and I'm gonna stave off Sunday as long as possible. I mean, working tomorrow is not gonna be bad because I'm working at a restaurant in COVID times, so like no one. It's a desolate wasteland anyway. But it's just like, ugh, I gotta put on real clothes and go somewhere, you know. And having my only social life be going to work with basically a dozen old Italian men that still live in the 50s is also not helping. Is also not helping my social well-being. So you know, it is what it is. It's a fun place. Come on, get in there. I gotta unmistake this. Come on, unmistake yourself. Oh shoot! Here we go. I think. Oh, I did it again. I haven't built a Lego set in like 3 months and it shows, dude. Alright, we're back. We got the mistakes unmistaked, and we're good to rock and roll. Where was I? Doing this side? Alright, cool. Did I put the instructions in frame? I don't think it matters. But you know, whatever. But yeah, I'm just hanging in here, you know. Right now I'm in the good old America. And in the smallest state, and it's kind of just like, oh, we were good for a while, and then we really weren't, and now we're good because the vaccine's rolling in. We got the vaccine bopping in, so hopefully things will be good to normal. Hopefully things will be back to normal pretty soon. You know, I really hope things are back to normal soon because I would like to go out, go to things, see people. It'll be fun. It'll be. I have a feeling that we're going to have some serious worldwide partying on our hands when this whole thing is over. You know, call me wrong, but that's what I think. Okay, this goes here. Oh, that's a cool technique. All right, I was harping on this set, right? I don't really like its proportions. I think it's too small. I think the top turret is too long and dumb. But it has some good techniques in here. I really like how it's coming together. I did harp on it, but I think it's looking pretty good. I mean, it looks pretty nice. Maybe I was being too negative on it. Or maybe I wasn't. We'll see. We'll wait till I have to build the turret that's 1.5 times as long as the tank, but we'll see. So, yeah, out of all the things I'm excited to build, out of like my whole haul thing I'm going on, I'm really excited to build the AATs because I think they're cool, and obviously it's Clone Wars, I love it, and the 501st Battle Pack, which I already built, and the thing I'm saving for last is the Creator Diner. If you guys don't know, it's like the Lego City Creator Expert line, like all the big modular buildings, and it's the one that is the 50s diner with some building on top of it. And I am a sucker for the 50s aesthetic. I love it. Aesthetic, or like how it looks. I love how the 50s style was. And that was like the dream come true modular for me. I don't even like the modulars, but that one was just like, oh, that looks really cool. So I ended up having to get it around like Black Friday when they were doing the promo, because it was going out of... It was the one that's going bye-bye. It was the one that's retiring, right? So I basically had to go, oh shoot, I either buy it now or I buy it on eBay for double the price. So I sucked up my gut and I pulled the trigger on my first $170 Lego set. I never buy big Lego sets. I always buy the small ones. But I was like, if I don't buy this now, I'm just gonna regret it. I got the cool Charles Dickens set, and I did, and I don't regret it, and it's looking pretty nice. It's been sitting up there for like an entire month, but I will get to building it. Maybe I'll stream it. Maybe I'll just sit in my pajamas at 2 a.m. and build it. I don't know, but we shall see. All right, I'm more of a Star Trek Enterprise guy. Really? Star Trek. I'm assuming, right? I'm assuming that since you're an Enterprise guy, you're a fan of the shows. So I want to know, what is your favorite Star Trek show? I am not one of the quote-unquote Trekkies myself, but my dad is absolutely in love with all those shows, and I've seen all of the shows kind of retroactively through him watching them. So I know a bit about it if you say it. I know all the different names and stuff, and vaguely what goes on in each one. So what's your favorite one? I'm curious. Because I know it's kind of like the Star Wars movies for Star Trek fans. Like, everybody has their own different take, but the problem is, unlike Star Wars fans, Star Trek fans don't bludgeon each other to death when they like the when they like the different ones. They don't declare war on the internet. Star Trek fans are just kind of like, hey, I like Star Trek Discovery. And the other guy's like, hey, I like this other one. And then they're like, neat. And then and then all the Star Wars people declare war on the internet because someone didn't like what they liked. So that's one thing that I like about the Star Trek community. Nothing to dig on us Star Wars fans, but we can be a tad, ready to go. Someone doesn't like our stuff. All the films are great. Are you talking about the old films, the new films, or all of them? See, I know a little bit. I know a little bit about my Star Trek history. I've seen all the new, what are they called? I've seen all the new, what's the guy who made them? J.J. Abrams films. So, I liked those. I know there's a group of Star Trek people that are like, that's not real Star Trek, kind of like Star Wars. But I thought it was really fun. I mean, fun action movies. It's not like the old Star Trek where it's like, philosophical, everything is created equal. It was more just like guns go bang. But it was fun. I liked them a lot. Will I watch them ever again? Probably not. Just because I just don't watch them. And, I don't know. Star Trek, right? I feel like if I started watching it, I would be into it. And I would watch it. But the problem is, there's so much of it. And I know I would like it. And I know I would watch all of it. To the point where it's like, I cannot get into that because that is a rabbit hole I will just fall into. For like 20 years. I need to just avoid Star Trek at all costs. Alright, loud noise incoming. Last bag. Here we go. Spam. I like your username, Spam. What's going on? We're in bag 3 of the first ATTE. This is the box of the second one. Here, I'll put this back there. Add a little more decor. Make it look like I'm rich in AATs more than I really am. What's going on, Spam? What'd you get for Christmas? I'm like reverse Santa Claus. I ask what you got afterwards. So what'd you get? I'm curious. I'm curious what everybody has received. Or we've also asked on this little shebang we got here, what movies and TV shows are you watching? Because I'm currently out. I'm currently a bit dry. So yeah. Talk away. I did get into Cyberpunk, which I know that game was like the big meme because it has all the glitches and it bugs and your character phases through the floor and you'll blow yourself up and your car will fly in the air and the game will crash again. But despite all that, I've been having a blast with Cyberpunk. I really enjoy the game. Oh, it is one of those. I was like, what the heck? There's no 1x1 with one stud, and that's because they're both that one. I'm just being an idiot. But let's continue. Alright, this is the turret. We're going to see how egregious the turret is. Because from the box art, look at this thing. It's like a giant schnoz. Look at that. It's like so long. It looks so incredibly long. It looks like double of this, which is not what it usually is. So I want to see. I want to see how bad it is. Because, I don't know. Do you think Lego is like, it's an AAT, these suckers will buy whatever we want. We can make this thing 2 studs wide and they'd buy it. We can make it a flat Stanley AT-AT and they'd lap it up. Star Wars fans. You think they did that? I don't know. I'll be completely honest. I've been kind of out of the Lego community for a little bit. If I'm being totally honest, I was doing other things for a long time. You know, finals came and we're like, this, like, say like this is something like my face. Finals were like, you know, boom 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 boom, you know. So my soul, more accurately. So I couldn't really do a lot for a long time because I was in a death battle with my finals. But I prevailed. I conquered them. I conquered the pieces of paper. And now I'm just here to kick back. I haven't been on break since last winter because I took classes in the summer, so if we're technically speaking, I haven't had like a full break of school since last winter. So I'm just kind of excited to kick back, man. I'm excited to build some Lego and have a fun time. I really wanted to kind of get into the Lego community more for a long time. Like, I know I'm on YouTube, and I know I have, 826 subscribers. But I want to get more connected. Like, there's a vast community of Lego people out there. And if anybody knows a Discord or anything, let me know. Because I've always wanted to, talk to more Lego people. I'm a part of our RI Lug, the Lego user group of Rhode Island. But I either A, haven't been able to attend the meetings because of school, or B, gross incoming. There we go. You can all leave now, I burped. Or there haven't been any meetings because of COVID. So I've been looking for other ways to get in touch with some Lego people, get some more inspiration. But I have a lot of fun stuff planned regardless. I mean, 2020, despite being itself, was a pretty fantastic year for this channel, I must say. Like, I started this year with, I think, 300 to 350 subscribers, and what I'm at now, like 826. And I'm not saying this to be like, oh, look at the subscribers I have. But, like, as somebody who, to put it in comparison, grew like 100 subscribers or so every year, that's huge. Like, I remember reaching 500 in, like, April and being like, oh my god, and now I'm at 800, and I still haven't done anything, so no contest, oops. I still kind of got to get on that. But I got some ideas for that, don't worry. But that's crazy, man. Like, I looked at my thing. I knew Dark Troopers would be popular, so I kind of retrofitted my old Imperial Sentry Droid, which was based on the Dark Troopers from Rebels. And I retrofitted that and tried to make it look like a Dark Trooper, try to make like the best brick-based Dark Trooper I could without using any helmets or anything. Or like droid parts, and that kind of took off. Like my views are up 50%, and everything's up. It's like, oh, this is nice. And again, I'm not bragging. It just feels really cool. It's like, oh, that feels really cool to, like, see everybody happy, see everybody like, oh my god, I'm so happy you made this. It's like, oh, that's nice. That probably sounds really egotistical, but it's just like, oh, it's cool to make people happy. It's just really cool to see. And before that, I made stuff. I try to make things that people like. Sometimes I do. Most of the time, I'm actually kind of like a lone wolf. I kind of just make whatever comes to my mind. And I was also like, hey, this method of throwing things at a wall and seeing what sticks is really nice. It's still what I do. But also asking people what they want and listening to people is also a great way to not only grow, but also to make people happy. So I kind of took that more into consideration when I made, different tutorials for stuff, and people like it. So it's like, oh, it's a win-win. I make people happy, and they give me their time, which is the most valuable resource after all. I'm actually building the Final First Battle Pack right now. It does feel nice. I know, man. It's good. But Final First Battle Pack, I'm gonna be completely honest, I was kind of a little bit blown away by it. Like, look at this. I really like how the speeder looks. The speeder looks really nice. The last time I had a speeder like this was kind of the 2011, I think, battle pack with the bomb squad troopers, the ARF trooper and the sergeant guy. And this looks really, really nice. And the ATRT, it doesn't look as good as the old one, but remember, the old one was $30 alone, and it just came with the ATRT, a droideka, which granted was awesome, a droideka and a clone trooper. And this year, like 6 years after, you're getting this. You're getting a long version of the Bark Speeder, which was half of another $30 set. So you already have like $15 of value and $15 of value-ish. Then you throw in 2 battle droids and 4 Phase 2 clone troopers. Nothing like, oh, look, we're going to throw in a gray officer. Here you go. Here's some trash that you can throw in the trash. It's exactly what we want. It's really cool. The ATRT with a little bit of... I mean, I'm really late to the party because I got this really, really late. But I might make a video because just with a little bit of modification with not even rare pieces, you can extend this. It looked great. And it's just a really cool set. I was kind of blown away by it. I was a bit skeptical at first, but in terms of battle packs, which I don't know if this $30 like mega battle pack is kind of staying at all. But if it is, like that's cool because if this is the kind of builds that we're getting, I'm really happy to see it, you know? I'm happy to see it if it's going to be as quality as this. The Final First Battle Pack, I think, is going to be, if not already, the best-selling Lego set of all time. It probably definitely is. And probably one that's going to be on the shelf for the longest time, unless Lego does that dumb thing where they don't like money and they do things that would deprive them of money. I'm not saying that to be like that guy who doesn't understand, you know, that they can't do certain things, but like I feel like with Lego, and I can't point to any specific examples right now, they just do things that are kind of just like, why? Why'd you do that, man? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, we'd pay you so much money for this. And it isn't even things like, why can't they make a $400 Luke's land speeder? We'd all pay money for it. But it's like, you know, why don't you remake certain things that people have been asking for years? Or why don't you do this thing that everybody loves? It's stuff like that, you know. Prepare the Luke's land speeder for the 20th year in a row instead. We must do that. And I know why they do it. It's a $20 set. They look nice. You know, you can pick it up. It's from the original trilogy. You can have Luke and Obi-Wan and R2-D2 in the same set. That's probably why they do it, because it's just a really nice, small original trilogy set. But yeah. Lots of figs. There is lots of figs. I didn't pay attention to it like that closely, right? But the 2 battle droids is very nice because I was putting them together the other day, and I came to the realization this is the first time I've built a battle droid from a box or like really anywhere in years. Like, battle droids haven't really been a part of most sets except for some of the episode 3 remakes like the droid gunship and stuff, which I personally didn't get. And I also didn't know that they would be like $180 on the aftermarket or something crazy. I just saw a $60 droid gunship and I was like, yikes. Not, you know, I'll pass. But I haven't built a battle droid in a long time. It just felt nice. You know, it kind of takes you back to a kid where it's like, oh man, I remember building these back when I was a kid. You know, it's stuff like that. Even up there, I have my Y-wing, and I took it up from my basement because in my basement I have this absolute trove. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm just being honest. Like totes upon totes upon totes of Lego Star Wars from 1999 from my dad to 2010 when I was a kid. and when we stopped collecting him, like, seriously, right? And, like, I bring it up, and it still has the minifigures in it from when I last played with it. Like, who knows what these minifigures were doing? Like, and like my gunship, I brought my gunship up, and the minifigures were in it. And it's like, who knows what last adventure these minifigures were on? And it's like a cool thing. It's like, oh, I remember, yeah. It's just nice. That, you know, the nostalgia goggles, you know? And yeah, is this a new gunmetal, like, gray? That's weird. Because in the show, are the Battle Droid blasters like a different tone or a different shading than the Clone Trooper ones? I thought they were kind of the same material. But I actually, I like that. I like the more like gunmetal gray material. That looks pretty cool. I hope they do that in the future. Also, I have no idea what's up with this Battle Droid and AAT driver Battle Droid. My only thing is maybe either A, they put that by accident, which would be weird because why would you add extra things? But maybe they did. Or B, maybe it was originally supposed to be one of the green troopers and one of the regular ones, and they switched that out, but they forgot to change that. They switched out the graphic, but they forgot to change the text. And before you say, oh, that's ridiculous, they don't mess up their boxes. Allow me to present the Black Ace Tie Interceptor, which is really the Black Ace Tie Fighter, and the Von Reg's TIE Fighter that was released is really an Interceptor. They switched those up. So they mess up on their boxes like quite a big amount. For you know, the biggest toy company in the world, I thought they would have like all these fact checkers sniffing around looking for all this stuff, but I guess not. Who knows? Who knows? I like gunmetal gray. I honestly haven't seen it that much from Lego, like at all, really. And you know, that's part of like their anti-war thing, you know. But to be completely honest, I really like it. I like this color more than black. It makes, you know, it differentiates a little bit from like the pure black things, and it adds a little more like different colorization. Like this is a tank, and this is a gun. You know, kind of like that. How do you load these freaking spinny boys in, huh? You flip that up, and those go in. Come on, there you go. I'm gonna be honest. This tank. Oh, hang on. Let me get the torpedo things in. Kind of nice. I kind of dig it. I think the turret looks a bit dumb, but I think if you shortened it, it looks like a pretty nice miniature scale AAT. I actually really, really like this. I'm not being a stickler about it. I think that maybe if you like, this turret seems a bit too wide to me. This is just me being, you know, the super critical nerd part of me. But if you slope that a little more and shrunk this down, this could be a really nice, like, this body looks pretty nice to me, except for like the stripe down the middle, of course. But I'm sure with a few decent modifications, like, this could look great. I'm just saying. I think it could look good. I still think I would rather have it be more scaled at the top and have it be bigger, of course. But for $40, I think it looks good. To me personally, I also think that Lego, this is a complete conspiracy theorist. I don't know. You can't even tell if this is true. But I think they're like, if we put Ahsoka Tano in this, no matter what we charge, people will buy it. Let's just put this arguably probably $30 tank and throw in some figures, and they'll lap it up. They're probably like, those Star Wars nerds, you know, look at them. They'll buy an AAT, and to that I say, of course I will. I'll buy two. I guess I bought one and was given one, but yeah, that's the idea, isn't it? All right, so we're gonna put this little guy into the back frame. There he is. Put Ahsoka and the guy. Ahsoka and Boba Fett are going back here, and we're going to initiate the second one. And here we go. I built that set yesterday, the one you're building. Oh, really? I like it a lot. I was wondering, do you like it the same as me in terms like you wish it was bigger, but you know, with it being this small, if this was a little smaller, it'd be perfect. I think at this scale it's pretty dang good. But that's just me. I think the sides line up like really crisp, right? Like, I think that kind of lines up perfectly. And you know, still having a spot for a minifigure is cool. I also haven't looked at the actual tanks for a long time, so I don't even know if it's accurate, but it just looks like a nice model to me. No, just shot that across the galaxy. We'll find that somewhere. More importantly, my foot will find that somewhere at 2 a.m. But that's why you give you these extras, right? So you can poke it in and shoot your mom and your relatives. There you go. Okay, round 2. We're using the super knife. Any other knives in here? This thing's like full of gadgets and gizmos. Like a knife in this? I don't know. Other knife? Probably. But we can't dilly and we can't dally. We gotta open the AAT number 2. So, loud noise incoming. Probably shouldn't throw that. Probably put it back here. Get a little better lighting going on. Because the light will reflect off it. More loud noises. Look out. I think it's loud. I don't know. It could be just soft and I'm being an idiot, but we'll see. Here we go. Why build 2 of them? Because I'm a sucker for armies. That's why. I have 3 ATTEs up on my dresser. I have 3 ATRTs from 2014. I have 3 Y-Wings right there. I have 3 ATSTs up there. I'm a sucker for multiples. I think it looks cool. My friend's more of he buys like one of like really big sets, and that's kind of what he does. But I'm more of a multiples of smaller sets or multiples of bigger sets. Whatever really like looks cool to me, to be honest. It's kind of what I go through. I'll be real. One of the coolest things I got for Christmas this year, totally unrelated segue, I just want to talk about it, is I got a new headset. My old one, if I can find it, I had the Astro A10s from 2 years ago. I've had these babies for 2 years, but I stepped on this part and broke this, and that isn't the best looking. It still works, but I don't know for how much longer. So my parents went ahead and got me these babies. Look at this. I got the Optimus Prime Deluxe headset. I'm ready to roll out into gamer position. Look at that. I got my Optimus Prime pistons, and looks aside, these things function really, really well. I didn't know that audio could be this good until I went from my $60 headset to like these are like $140 or something. And I was like, whoa, I can see why people like their headsets now. I mean, it's not enough for me, frankly. Maybe it is. Because I was like, whoa, this actually sounds a lot better. Listening to like games and music and stuff. It's just like, oh, I guess audio is a cool thing. Who knew? Who knew? Thanks, cool headset. I like the, it even, look, the box, I can't show it to you because my tripod's currently resting on it, but it even has like an Optimus Prime head on it. You know, like not licensed, of course. But, you know, that's kind of what they were going for. Which, it's growing on me. I like the chrome, the pistons are metal. And most of it's metal, which is cool to me. And, yeah. But it's like not going to weigh down your head at all. It's just like a cool touch. And it's nice. I want to build the guys beforehand, the minifigures. Yeah, there's Element. Here we are. And he is going to get a lightsaber. There we are. He's going to join the squad. He's going to go Order 66 him, folks. And don't worry, we have enough lightsabers for everybody, I think. Is Ahsoka not in bag 1? Where's Ahsoka? I already built Ahsoka. Jesus. I need sleep. I was like, where's Ahsoka? I already freaking built her. Oh my god, dude. For me, I'm building 2 Final First Battle Packs. Oh, you got 2. You lucky man. I'm probably gonna get more. I was only thinking about getting 1, but dude, these figures just look so nice. They look really good. Then I'm gonna get more than 1. The problem is that everywhere in the universe is currently out of stock of Lego. So what I'm going to have to do is just wait it out, essentially. Last year, when there wasn't a massive pandemic, me and my friends did like a big mall trip the last day on New Year's Eve, like at 10 a.m. No one was there at the mall, and like the shelves were fully stocked back from Christmas. You know, they just got their new stock in, and we were able to go to town. I didn't make a video of it. I have a picture somewhere. I got like the Resistance Y-wing, Pose X-wing, the A-wing. I got lots of wings. We got real wings at Applebee's. We got like Overwatch sets. We got all this different stuff. We went to town. I'm hoping we can do that again. But cause like we blew all our gift cards and stuff, and I think I spent like $100 of my own cash too. But with the pandemic affecting the stocks before Christmas, I don't know. I don't know if we can go, if we're gonna be able to find as much stock as we did, but we're still gonna go out on New Year's Eve and have fun. I think, you know, being responsible, of course. You know, social distancing and masks and all that jazz. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing somebody in person again. I'm like, what's that guy? Wilson, the guy with the beach ball. I don't know what it's called. Castaway. I don't really know my classic movies that well, but I'm feeling whatever he's feeling, I think. I'm hoping. I got 3 sets. I'm really looking for. Von Reg's TIE Fighter, which I might have to go to the real Lego store, or hopefully Target has it in stock somewhere, one of the Targets near me. Because that's probably supposed to be sold out by now. Like that kit, that was part of like the Last Jedi wave, or one of the 2018 waves, and I luckily got the black Ace TIE Fighter, the other Resistance set, because I actually am one of the guys who likes Star Wars Resistance. So I was able to get that set on sale at Kohl's, but they didn't have the Von Reg TIE Fighter, which looks really cool to me. It's supposed to be an Interceptor, I know. And so I want to get that. I want to get the Resistance ITS transport shuttle from Galaxy's Edge, because I just love the idea of like something in real life, you know, transitioning into Lego. Like you can go see that shuttle, like it actually exists. You know, granted, you know, it's not, you know, real, but you know, it exists in the real world. I think it's really cool, and I want to get that. Also, I really like the design of it. It looks very classic Star Wars, the whole boxy and stuff. So I'm really excited for that. And what's the third set? Oh yeah, Final First Battle Packs. Can't have enough, you know. I really wanted the Razor Crest, but then the Razor Crest kind of exploded. And it doesn't devalue the Razor Crest or anything, but it's just like, oh, I'll have this set now that technically is just destroyed in the show. That's kind of a bummer. So I kind of knocked that one off my list of to gets. And who knows? It's still a neat set, but oh yeah, another one I want to get, the new Mando set. The January one looks phenomenal. $30. Perfecto. I like it. I started collecting in 2012. Ooh man. So you remember the golden days of the Clone Wars stuff, right? Like, I don't know how old you were when you started collecting, but you know, you had I think 2012, it might have been, but there was a gunship released in 2012, I know that. There was a few more cool Clone Wars sets. I think in 2012 or 13 was the Clones versus Droideka's battle pack. You know, the Geonosian cannons. That was it 2012 or 2013 that was kind of the revitalization, like the revitalization of the episode 2 sets, or kind of like the remastered version. I think it was 2013. But you were there for that. And they did like all episode. It was weird. They did like I remember them were re-releasing Episode 1 in theaters in 3D one year, and they did a ton of Episode 1 sets to go along with that. And then they did a ton of Episode 2 sets, but no re-release in 3D. I don't know if the Episode 1 one didn't do too hot. And then they didn't do a re-release of Episode 3 or do any sets for Episode 3. And that was kind of a bummer because I think Episode 3 has kind of some of the most potential of like really, really cool Lego sets. And that's our little bottom there. I think we're going down. Do you have 25254 Lego set? I do. What's that? Hang on. Or 75. Hang on. I'll look it up on my computer over here I'm using for chat. 254 Lego. Oh, the Star Wars AATs Raider. Yeah, I do. I love that set. I like it a lot. That was one of the sets I bought in our last mall extravaganza last year. I like this set a lot. Cara Dune comes with it, of course. Can't beat it. And, yeah. The Mandalorian is some of my favorite characters, dude. Like, I've always been kind of a sucker for the side characters that don't get a lot of attention. And, I mean, Cara Dune, I guess, gets more attention than most of the side characters in Star Wars, but I've always liked the bounty hunters in Clone Wars. I've always loved them. I like Cara Dune and all these people who are kind of on the sidelines, but are more of the bounty hunter or smuggler type route. I mean, I guess Cara Dune's like the marshal now, but I've always loved those type of characters. I think they're nice. All like the kind of people who are in the sides. You know, not everybody can be an Anakin Skywalker. You know, some people just have to be Bill from accounting that runs a underground syndicate. You know, that's how Star Wars works, I think. And that's how Rhode Island worked for a long time. But that's neither here nor there. When did you start collecting Star Wars? I distinctly actually remember when I did. I was... Oh, shoot. Did I do it wrong? Hang on. What in God's green earth? So it says to do it this way, specifically this way, and it tells me to put it in here, but I can't put it in there. Oh, wait. Other way around? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm just dumb. When I started collecting, I vividly remember it. I used to go to a certain, when I was young, really young, probably like 5 or 6. Now, it has to be before kindergarten, or maybe it was, I think it was the year I started kindergarten, right? My dad picked me up because after kindergarten was only half a day, so afterwards I would go to a place called it was a nursery, or like after school program for kids, you know, like not nursing home, that's for old people. I can't, but whatever. It's like a preschool, yeah. So I would go to this preschool, and he would pick me up from there, like, afterwards or whatever, right? So one day he picks me up, and we go home, and there's this, like, giant, really gray, moldy tote sitting in the middle of the living room. Or he brings it up from the basement. I was like, what is this? And he opens it, right? And it's just this utter horde of different 90s sets, Star Wars sets. The Star Wars sets were, like, all complete. They were all there, like all like the 1999 sets and before, like all these different things. And then I was like, oh my God, this is so great. And then he goes, all right, but first you got to take a nap. Why? Why on earth would you do that to a 5-year-old child? Be like, hey, look at this tote of absolute bewilderment. Now sleep. or you can't do it. I remember that thing vividly, and I was just laying in the bed, and I was like, oh man, what could be in there? And that was really fun because for a long time we weren't collecting the new sets. It was just repairing all of my dad's old sets because we have a massive. We didn't just collect Lego Star Wars. We collected Lego City almost every single set for a long time, And for the first like year or so, or like months, we would go through that tote, rebuild all the old sets, and start constructing our little town. And eventually, that town turned into an absolute city, which is now abandoned. But well, that's a story for another day. But that, I still remember that tote. That was really fun. That's when I started collecting Lego Star Wars, and I have never really stopped. It's only been on pauses, but never stopped. Man, I'm lucky. Yes, I am. I am very, very fortunate to be in the position I am. Where does it go? This goes here, I think. Oh my goodness, I'm old. My back's starting to hurt. Got a bad case of the Lego back. I don't know what you guys call it. I call it Lego back. Remember when you were like a kid, or maybe now, when you build something on the floor? Like even now for me, if I'm building something that's huge, or I'm sorting like a massive collection, I sometimes do it on the floor. And like when you're knelt down so long, like freaking like a battle droid looking guy, or a destroyer droid looking guy, like curled up on the floor sorting all these pieces, looking like freaking Schmeagol. Your back starts to hurt. I call it Lego back. And then when you get up, it's like the reckoning, like the day of reckoning for your freaking muscles, man. I'm starting to get a little bit of that. Holy cow, that was a bit of a glitch. I just saw the screen and like in front of me just spaz out. I don't know what happened. I don't know if you guys could see that. It was like a poltergeist moment. Jeez. Oh shoot, where do I put these little clear things? There we are. Oh boy. I missed an entire step. Look at me. Do-do-do-do. Basically, I can stream until... Ooh. I'm streaming until like 9:20ish. So I really hope I can finish these. It looks like we're on track. It's only 8 o'clock, so this is looking pretty good. But I just for once here, let's have Ahsoka get a blamer. And she can do some work. But basically, I just had some time alone. I haven't... My sister, their entire school was quarantined, so they had to stay here for a while, for like 3 weeks, and then she had winter break, and she still does. So for right now, she's like, oh, they're at hockey, so it's like I can just be alone, and stream and have some fun. Like I'm alone usually, but not like alone. There's always other people. So she's like, nice. It's like, oh look. I can stream and be as loud as I want. I mean, I usually would be able to. I can be as loud as I want anyway, but... Something about streaming alone I prefer. And I don't know why. I'm on the floor right now. Floor gang, dude. Isn't that some, like, dead meme? Floor gang. Is this some PewDiePie thing? I don't watch PewDiePie, I'm sorry. But now I can't say floor gang, which is a fun thing to say. Whatever. 7:10. Well, for me, it's 8:10, so you must be a time zone behind me. Or ahead of me. I'm not sure how it works, but you're an hour behind me. Oh, where'd my instructions go? Here's one of the instructions. I don't know if it's for this one or the other one, but we'll see. We shall see. Alright, now we're going to make the... I don't know what we're making right now. Oh, shoot. I meant the wrong thing. Oh, bag 2, where are you? Here we are. Okay. And away we go. I'm looking to get back into Lego now. I'm currently, for a long time, I was just doing video games. Because it was just basically finals week and video games. They kind of went hand in hand. But now I'm starting to look to get into Lego more. I mean, I always had it. Like, I was ever like, Lego is done for me. But they kind of was put on the back burner for a little bit. But I'm looking to get back into it. It's gonna be fun. And if I can't get back into it by buying 5,000 pieces of Lego bricks and building them, some of them hopefully on stream, then I don't know what can't help. But I think it's just me right now on stream. It's two. It says two other dudes, or one other dude. So you're not alone, don't worry. you got another lurker. And lurker, I learned, very educational, from Twitch, is when you watch a stream, but do not comment. That is my Twitch word of the day. I do not use any other Twitch vocabulary like the dreaded POG word, because I'm not an invalid. But I'm just joking. I'm just joking. But yeah. Say whatever you want, people. Whatever makes people happy, that's what I say. I say, not if I think it weird or whatever. If you're not hurting anybody and it makes you happy, I don't care. I'm building the back again. That's the cool back part. I'm missing a thing. Aha! Here it is. I'll take the extra one. Guess that's why they give you... Wait. Oh. It's just because I had an extra on the other side. Oops. No, I can't get them apart. There we go. And there. If we have time on stream, I'll finish the Black Ace Interceptor. Because I started that. And I never leave a job unfinished, so... Except when I do. So I'll probably finish that tonight. Either on stream or not. But that's the goal. Lego Star Wars. I do. I'm not doing a Yoda impression. I know I read that like, you know, just little old me, but I'm not doing Yoda impression. I can't. It's against my code. I can't do a good one. My Yoda ease is not up to snuff. I can do some good impressions, but Yoda is not one of them, I don't think. This is interesting. Like I know these are smaller than this, obviously, but I didn't actually know that you could fit them in like that. Like that's cool. I never knew that. I mean, it makes sense, obviously, but I've never seen it actually done before. Probably because these are like the new pieces, and I haven't really bought a lot of new Lego sets this year. So, I don't know. So, yeah. I have like $100 on Amazon, and I don't know what Lego set I should get. I was gonna wait to get the Xbox, right? But then I remembered, oh wait, I have a $250 Lego set on my eBay store. Once I sell that, or run a sale and sell it, that'll be my Xbox money, so I really got no reason. I mean, of course I could buy an Xbox out of pocket, right? But it's just like, I don't really want to. I kind of just want to use my hobby money to pay for it, if you know what I mean. But, yes, that is the plan. Do the impression, do it. What was the thing? Alright, let's go. You better like this, mister. I'm doing my Yoda impression. I don't even know who this. Alright, there we go. Lego Star Wars. I do. The I do was a little off, but I think it was a little better than I thought it could be. You know, that's all you're getting out of me, Buster. That's fun. Nothing like a good old Yoda impression for the Lego Star Wars fan. Or Star Wars fan. That's a lot of money. Yeah, dude. This friggin' thing, right? This Lego Star Wars set. Or, no, not Lego Star Wars set. The $250 set is an adventurer set. It's this massive temple thing. And it was from a lot I bought from a family friend because they were moving and they had a ton of 90s Lego sets. Who knew? They were worth like a lot of money. And one of them was this temple, and it's worth like $250, dude. And I have the box with it and everything, and like the box and the instructions. And with all that stuff, it's worth like $200. It's like the Temple of Anubis or something. And it's crazy, man. Like it's absolutely crazy. Oh, I already put it on. Thank God. I thought I lost it. Okay. That's a pretty good impression. Thanks. It also might be because my throat is wicked dry. But I don't want to go get a drink because I don't want to interrupt the stream. But yeah, thank you. I try. You know, being a professional and all. Here we are. One thing that I would like to do, personally, I would like to do, is in 2021, I would like to reach 1,000 subscribers simply because I don't think I can. I literally want to try because I don't think I can do it. And I just want to see if I can. Because I didn't think I'd reach 500 or 100 back then, and here we are. So I kind of just want to reach for the, not stars. I mean, 1,000 isn't like groundbreaking or anything, but it is for me. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be fun to get the 4 digits going. Be a fun thing to do. I think if I actually paid the channel attention for an entire month and didn't try to murder it by not uploading for an entire year, and not like as an entire year of time, but like for a span of 1 year, not have a big segment where I don't upload. I think I could do it. I think it could be fun. I think I could do it. I also, along with the community stuff, or the community stuff, I should say, without rolling my words together like train tracks, is I want to get other people on the stream too. I got a few people in mind. And it would be fun. I know there's a certain app that all the Lego boomers use, and I want to start using that. A lot of people use it. I just first saw it with the Lego boomers, and I mean no ill intent with Lego boomers, man. The boomer mentality is something to admire, in some ways. But I'm talking like all the dads, the Lego dads of YouTube. It's a really cool community they got going there. I used to watch a lot of their streams for a long time in the summer months. I stopped simply just because I stopped watching a lot of YouTube. My YouTube watch time has kind of just deteriorated. I guess it just deteriorates with old age. Not old age being like, my hip. But old age is in like, in your teenage years, I guess you kind of wane out of it. But I used to watch a lot more YouTube. Ah, sweet, we got our guns going. This probably goes somewhere. I don't know. They're going over there now. This thing definitely goes somewhere. Do I know where? No. Whatever. You know these AATs kind of want to make me get another AAT. Oh shoot, I shot another on my spleen. Oh well, whatever. But I only have 33 subs. That is nothing to scoff at, my guy. Think about that as 33 people that, for one reason or another, want to hear you out. That's and you know they might not all stop by at once, but it's a good start. I remember my really old videos. I also think my YouTube channel is like bugged or something. I don't know, because my really old horrible videos still get watched like frequently, and it's like, why? Why are these all of a sudden like just? Why are these still just retaining growth? Like, you know, you have these videos who like there's videos that shoot up and then peter off immediately. There's ones that shoot up and maintain steady. There's ones that just explode for all time, and there's ones that just flatline and don't do anything, right? And the curious thing for me is, why are all these really old videos still retaining views? It's very bizarre. And like, their videos, then when I first made Slug Terra videos. It's an old TV show. Not old, like really old, but from the 2010s. And early 2010s. And it's kind of just like, huh, that's weird. Is there still a market for these? Who knows? I'm not making them because I haven't watched that show in friggin' 6 years, but huh, it's just interesting to me. See what's popular. Wonderful world of YouTube. So mysterious. How it works, no one really knows. Alright, so I got my 2 battle droids. At this point, I got 4 Camino battle droids and 2 of these guys. So that's pretty neat. I like having 2 of these guys. I really hope to do a future battle pack with these because I would like a way to get these other than spending $40 on this or $32 on Walmart or whatever. But that would be nice. I mean, I bought one of them for $32. It was like some deal on Target for like online only or something, online pickup. It was like 20% off, and I was like, all right. I had a $5 coupon off anyway, and that's what happened. Oh, you know what I should do? I should have my Xbox on. I'm currently downloading like the 4 billionth Cyberpunk patch because the game's broken to oblivion. I should have it on so it's still downloaded. Anybody looking forward to anything in 2021 in particular? Any movies coming out? I don't even know. The Book of Boba Fett looks pretty dang awesome. The that end credit scene of the Boba Fett, or not the Boba Fett season finale, basically was. The Mandalorian season finale was quite possibly the most fan service and amazing, not in a bad way, an amazing thing I've ever seen in Star Wars. And I'm really curious to see where it goes. Yeah. I'm really excited for Boba Fett. It's so weird because the Mandalorian, right? It turned this character from a guy that I just recognized from the original trilogy that people like my dad like. I wasn't really ever original trilogy fan. They're not bad by any means. I just didn't grow up with them. I grew up with the prequels. This guy that was in it and then is hit with a stick and falls in a Sarlacc pit to one of my favorite Star Wars characters. I think he's fantastic in The Mandalorian. And I really want to watch more of him. I mean, speaking of The Mandalorian, what's your highest viewed video? Ooh, probably the first, or the How to Build My Bastion video from 2016. That, I think, is like, last time I checked, 35,000 views. Could have 40,000. I'm not quite sure. It still gains views to this day. I don't know how. But yeah, that's my most viewed one. All those old Overwatch videos have like around 20,000 views. It's pretty crazy. That was kind of like when it was kind of like a climax between Overwatch was at its height, hype before release, and also Lego was extremely popular because it was still riding off the Lego movie, and both of those kind of combined, and I think that's what happened on the channel. It's always one of those things that I've thought about, like, what if I capitalized on that? What if I, because around that time, some unfortunate things were happening in my personal life, and I stopped uploading for numerous times for like a pretty decent long amount of time, and that kind of just killed the momentum of that, right? But I always wonder what would have happened if I kept uploading. What would have happened? It's always one of those like what ifs. Would I be one of the big boys now? Who knows? But one thing's for sure, I'm definitely happy where I am. And I wouldn't take the opportunity if I could, because who knows? Maybe if I kept going with that, I wouldn't have made some of my most liked videos now, like the ones that I cherish most. So it's always one of those things of like, yeah, there's hypotheticals, but also I'm perfectly happy where I am, It's fine to be happy where you are. That's what I say. So what's your favorite Star Wars character? Oh, sorry, I'm dying. Favorite Star Wars character. Now that is interesting. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let me think. I got a few that are really coming to mind in terms of like my favorite ones, but it's gonna be a really hipster answer, I think, because it's like not hipster but like contrarian answer. I really like Lat's Razzie in the Clone Wars. You might be saying who, and I say exactly. It was one of the bounty hunters. She's like this alien woman or whatever, but she has like this weapon where it's like these metal vines or whatever, and the way they work is like it's kind of like a Indiana Jones whip where they can curl around things and they can rip things down. I don't know, it's just fun. It's like, why is this in Star Wars? This like bulletproof like vine, cane vine like grapple thing that's like a grappling hook. It's just really fun. I just like it a lot. It's like, why is this here? And also the bounty hunters were really cool, and I like them a lot, so that's probably one of my favorites. The favorite, I don't know. I really have to look back. I don't know if this counts as a character, right? But I know my favorite thing in Star Wars are the destroyer droids. I'll just put that right out. My favorite thing in Star Wars are the destroyer droids. Fantastic design. I love how they move. I love them. I love everything about them. I'm a simp for the droids. Those are definitely my favorite characters, if they are characters. Are the destroyer droids. Those things are awesome. So, yeah. I can tell you, like, my least favorite characters. And you might not have to guess that far, but some of my least favorite characters aren't that controversial, let's just say. Let's just say that some of them are pretty hated by pretty much everybody. So, yeah, there's that. Except, I have on the topic of kind of like, Star Wars itself, and on kind of like the Mandalorian, I was talking about that earlier. My favorite of the Star Wars was the Clone Wars. Me too. I really love the Clone Wars. I love the Mandalorian a lot, right? But for me, the Clone Wars, it's just like the nostalgia's there. Watching it every single Friday night as a kid. And also, it finishing with a really fantastic season finale this year. It'll always hold that soft spot. I love like the grandiose battles that aren't really found anywhere else. And I really like it a lot. I like the Mandalorian probably, if it's possible, equally as much, because it's the exact opposite. It's small with characters we don't know about. And I liked it for the exact opposite reason. I think it works really well. I will say, on the topic of the Mandalorian, I don't know if you guys saw it, right? If you guys saw the Mandalorian, I'm assuming you did. I mean, everybody's seen the Mandalorian, even people who know nothing about Star Wars and only know the little green creature in the Tin Man. They know about the Mandalorian. Bo-Katan was something that I really enjoyed in Episode 3 when she came back in. But her and her sidekick character, Sasha Banks' character, I absolutely despised in the last episode. They were just like, it might just sound like really comical, but they were just kind of jerks for no reason, and it made me not like them at all. Like, Bo-Katan, I know she doesn't like the clone troopers because they slaughtered her people, right? And like, oh, my planet's gone. But hey, Cara Dune's planet is literally gone, and you don't see her kicking up a stink, being all racist towards clones. Like, come on, man. And freaking Sasha Banks' character, to me personally, was just kind of insufferable. Like, her and Boba. It was like, dude, Boba Fett should... I just wanted to, like, vault her out an airlock, dude. And, that's my opinion. And it's not because she's a woman. It's because she sucks. And Sasha Banks is a really cool person. And she seems really, really hyped to be in The Mandalorian. And that's cool. And I really liked her character in Episode 3. But that's like my Mandalorian pet peeve, if you will, is that, and like freaking, what is it, Bo-Katan, she's like, oh, just, why you not take off your helmet, man? Why do you have to follow this ancient tradition, man? Why do you have to take off your helmet? Wearing a helmet? Come on. Also, where's this Darksaber? I need this Darksaber. I need it at all costs. I need it to save my planet, and I can't save my planet until I have it. I need it at all costs, and I will track everybody down and not help anybody until I get it. And also, I need to win it from you in combat, even though I took it in Rebels just fine from Sabine. I need it now. And it's like, yeah, okay. You can pick and choose your ancient religions, lady. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I don't know. That's like a really small thing though. I love The Mandalorian so much. Season 2 is amazing. I really really look forward to where it's going. And I think we are going to see more of Bo-Katan. Hopefully she's a little she's a little not as insufferable to me. But yeah. Do you like the Lego minifig of Ahsoka in the set you're building? Yes, I do. I think it looks insanely clean. I like it a lot. On to something positive. I know in 2018, people were harking on when Lego they switched like ink or whatever, or switched plastic, and the ink was kind of messing up. Like on the Lego Overwatch Mercy face, I remember especially like it was really faded on some colors, and like if you printed like pale skin, like a pale ink on a black thing, it just looked awful, like on a black head. But luckily, wait a minute, boys, we got ourselves a misprint. Look at that. Check that out. We got ourselves a little bit of a misprint. I don't know if you can see, but on this one, the paint is all dinged up. This is just out of the box. This isn't me. You saw me take both of these out of the box. I haven't dinged them up. I haven't thrown them anywhere. The paint is all scratched up, and like the outside black is like not there in some parts. And wow, I've never seen that before. That is amazing. I have proof. I have proof that I didn't scratch these up. I literally built both of these on stream. Like, that is crazy. Also, I'm pretty sure the stream's about to die because I see a I see a red light that's going on my phone battery. So, but I never. Wow. Whoa, that's cool, man. Hi there. Oh, hey, Lego Star Wars. What's up? The Lego Star Wars. How do you feel about the AAT? I personally like it a lot. I really do like it. No sarcasm. I enjoy the AAT quite a bit. I think I would, I of course love it to be more in scale with a turret, have it be bigger, have it be $60, have this look better. This is dumb and too long. I know that. Shrink that down. I would rather either have that, like the body looks fantastic, I think, but just shrinking this down to make it look a lot better. It's like they kind of took the body of the $30 AAT and the head of the $60 one and kind of went. But I think it looks great. I mean, that's kind of an overstatement. But I think like this looks great. I know this supposed to be a stripe or whatever, and I haven't seen the actual tanks in a long time because they weren't in season 7, I remember. But I think it looks great for what it is. $40, I can't beat it. It is what it is, man. $60, you would have to add another minifigure. Yeah, I think it would be cool if we got, if you bumped it up to $60, you had the build be a little better and you had an extra 330-second guy. Like, this is my fantasy land. Oh, we're shutting down. All right, so quick, the stream is ending. Sorry about this. Thank you all for coming. I really appreciate it. We're running out of time. Just thank you. I really